It's match day at the iconic Giuseppe Meazza. The tension in the air is palpable. You could cut it with a knife. The crowd is roaring, anticipation hanging heavy like a thick fog. Every single person in the stadium is waiting for that first whistle, knowing that something special could be on the horizon today. Inter Milan's coach, Filippo Inzaghi, stands on the sidelines, observing his players with an intense focus. Inzaghi's mind is already 5 steps ahead. His eyes dart between his players, scanning their every move, but his thoughts are centered on one thing: how to break this opponent down with tactical fluidity. Subscribe. It costs nothing, but it helps us a lot. The whistle blows, and the game kicks off. Right away, Inzaghi's tactical setup is clear. At first glance, it seems like a simple 3-5-2, but anyone who knows the game understands that there's more to it. Those 3 defenders? They're not just there to sit back and defend. No, they're already thinking about the next phase of play. As the ball moves through the midfield, the defenders step forward, almost as if they're wingers. It's a shift that's subtle, but it's enough to throw the opposition off. You can see it from a distance, a gradual change in movement. It's a sign that the game has already changed, and the opponent has no idea what's coming next. Inzaghi stands still on the sidelines. He's calm, collected, his eyes scanning the field with laser-sharp focus. He's not yelling orders. There's no frantic gesturing from him. Inzaghi trusts his players. He knows they can execute the tactical fluidity he has in mind. As the ball moves forward through the midfield, the defenders, those 3 center-backs, step up again. 1, 2, 3. Now they're no longer just defenders. They're part of the attack. And as they push forward, Inzaghi can't help but grin for a split second. This is his game. This is what it's all about. The opposition? They're left chasing shadows, unsure whether they should press or stay put. You can feel the intensity in the air as the ball comes to one of the center-backs. This is the moment. The crowd holds its breath. This pass will change everything. The center-back looks up, spots the space behind the high press, and with one quick glance, he plays the pass. It's a calculated move, one that bypasses the opponent's high line and sails perfectly to the feet of the forward. It's a thing of beauty, a ball that cuts through the defense like a hot knife through butter. The crowd erupts in jubilation, but what's really happening here is much bigger than a simple assist. Inzaghi's eyes never leave the field. He's controlling the tempo. He's dictating every single movement. He can see how the opposition's defense is stretched thin. They didn't expect this kind of fluidity. And as the ball continues forward, one of the center-backs makes a daring run into the box. The defenders? They're left scrambling. They've only prepared for the wingers and forwards, but now they've got to account for a center-back joining the attack. The ball is swung to the winger on the opposite flank. Inzaghi watches closely. He feels the rush of excitement. The center-backs have created overloads in the middle. The defense is stretched beyond their limits. This is his moment. It's all coming together now. The ball flies into the box, and there it is, the center-back, making the run into the danger zone. The opposition defenders are left in chaos, unsure of who to mark. It's a tactical overload in the final third, and the result is pure mayhem for the opposition. At this point you're thinking, how the hell did we get here? The game is moving at lightning speed. The ball flies from one side of the field to the other with rapid precision. The crowd's heartbeat matches the rhythm of those passes. And then, you look at the coach. Calm, focused, intense. It's as though he controls every pulse of the game, every touch of the ball. His composure is contagious. You can't help but believe that it's all by design. The opposition pushes forward, thinking they can capitalize on a brief moment of Inter's loss of possession. But Inzaghi's team? They're already prepared. As soon as they lose the ball, they press high, closing down every passing lane. The center-backs? They're not standing back, waiting for the play to come to them. No, they're already stepping up, anticipating the ball, reading the game like a chess master. It's almost as if they've set a trap. And when the ball is regained, it's not with a simple short pass, no. this team plays with precision. The transition happens in an instant. And just like that, they're attacking again. The speed at which they go from defense to attack is ruthless. The ball is sent long over the top, and once again, the opposition's high press leaves them vulnerable. The space is there, and Inter exploits it like a predator seizing its moment. You can see the fear in the opposition's eyes. They've underestimated this Inter Milan team. Every time they think they've solved one problem, another arises. The full-backs are pushing high up the field, the midfielders are dynamic, moving in unison, and now the center-backs are joining the attack. It's an overload of attacking options. It's exactly what Inzaghi envisioned, a tactical system that doesn't just react to the game, but controls it from start to finish. Inzaghi's approach isn't simply about attacking or defending in a traditional sense. It's about adaptability. He understands that football is never static. It's always evolving, always changing. So when the opposition presses high, he has his defenders drop deep and play long balls over the top. When the opposition sits back, he draws them out by shifting his midfielders deeper, controlling the tempo of the match and waiting for that perfect moment to strike. His tactical fluidity ensures that his team has every option available to them, every tool at their disposal, and every possibility for success. It's a chess match that's played in real time, and Inzaghi's pieces are always one move ahead. As the final whistle blows, Inzaghi's players are exhausted but elated. They've just dismantled their opponent in ways they never saw coming. It wasn't just about scoring goals, it was about controlling every phase of the game, from defense to attack. The system was flawless. Every player knew exactly what they needed to do, when to do it, and how to make the most of every situation. And on the sideline, Inzaghi watches his players celebrate, knowing that this style of football, the kind that always keeps the opposition on edge, is the future of the game. Inzaghi's Inter Milan isn't about a fixed formation or rigid tactics. It's about how a team can seamlessly transition from defense to attack with no limits, no predetermined structure. Every player is involved, every player is thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead. The roles of each player are fluid, constantly shifting to meet the needs of the moment. This fluidity, this adaptability, is what makes Inter Milan so difficult to stop. It's not just a team, it's a footballing philosophy that has been meticulously crafted and constantly refined by its coach. When you look at this team, it's clear, Inzaghi has created something far more intricate than just another tactical system. YouTube highly recommends you watch this video of Nottingham Forest's incredible rise in 2024. From relegation candidates to third place, their solid defense and counter-attacking style have been a game-changer. With players like Milenkovic and Murillo leading the way, can they keep this form up? Watch to find out.